Taurus, hi, how are you? I'm very glad that you could come out and visit my channel. I do appreciate it. We're going to do a general energy reading for July 2022 for the sign of Taurus. If you enjoy it, do me a favor and please punch that thumbs up, subscribe. Oops. All right, we'll get right to it. What do we have for Taurus for July 2022? King of Cups, Justice, interesting, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, the World, and the Hermit. Okay. Alright, we'll see what we can get out of this one. I will clarify with another deck, and then we'll pull a oracle card at the end. Alright guys, I hope you guys are all, did I say, hope you guys are all doing well? Oops. Alright, okay. Alright, let's see what we got to start with. Alright, Taurus, so it looks like for the month of July, that you are right now feeling very, very good in, well, you're feeling very good about it, things. You're finding a lot of passion in something, very confident. You have a lot of love in your life. Could be friends, could be family, could be romantic, but I feel like you're feeling really good with that. It might be it could be a relationship that's been going on for a while. Or again, like you can be, again, the head of a family, or just have a lot of friends. You're just feeling very comfortable that way. And I feel like you're also very, you're feeling very strong about justice this month. Like you're feeling like you want to make sure things are fair and even. You want to make sure that you're not causing any issues. Like you don't want to rock the boat, but you want everything to be, I guess, kind of the way they should be. Like you don't want to have to, maybe call anybody out for anything that they are doing and they shouldn't be. Or also you just want equality in this, maybe in this this relationship, this environment. You want everything to be just, I was going to say copacetic, is that it? But just fair, even, without any drama, without any, things, and without any upheaval. That's kind of where you're feeling at right now. So whatever you have going on this month, you just want to make sure everything is going to work out just good and the way it should. I feel like you want to make sure, and it's funny that you had this Justice and this Queen of Swords. Now, I always think of the King of Swords as, they always remind me of, like, judges, lawyers, that kind of feeling. But Queen of Swords is kind of the same type of thing. If this is a person, they're very candid, they're very honest, they're very, strong on the things that should be right and, not not like getting into the whole feelings, I'd have to say, because here we got the King of Cups, and that energy is very, they are engaged in people, and they're passionate, and they're compassionate, and they, a lot of feelings. They are not afraid to use their feelings, they're not afraid to have feelings. And whereas the Queen of Swords energy is more of not so much with the feelings. Now, not that they don't have them. Not that they don't have them. It's just a matter of they use them differently, or they don't show them as much as, a lot of other, like a lot of the, well, the air signs. They're very, they're just kind of more analytical. They're more, in their mind about things. And they go mind over heart all the time. So with the Queen of Swords, this could be a person that you're going to be around, very possibly. Or it actually feels like, to me, this is something that you might want to, as a goal, to take on this kind of, I guess I want to say personality, but not really personality, but that kind of energy. You want to be honest, you want to be candid, you want to be realistic, you want to be, protective and strong. So I don't know what it is that might be going on, but you feel like you need to be those things. Now, the Eight of Wands, I feel like things are going maybe too fast. Maybe you feel like, or things are going to be happening fast. And this is an obstacle that you might need to get over. And I don't know if that means you want to slow things down. Again, whatever the situation is, I don't know if it's, things coming up at work, things coming up with family. Whatever's going on, I feel like you want to slow it down a bit. So you're not rushed. Maybe maybe you need to take a breath about something. You're just not trying to, you don't want to rush. So that's kind of like an obstacle for you. It's like, all right, well, you might have to. So the rushing part is an obstacle. You don't want to have to rush. I feel like it's Three of Wands. I feel like you're stepping out into something maybe it's not that you do have done. Almost like, because if you have the Two of Wands, and he's like, in the traditional deck, he's kind of like in his own castle. He hasn't really stepped out. He hasn't gone forward into the world. Like, he knows something's out there. He's planning to go do it. He's planning to go see it, but he ain't done it yet. Well, with this one, with the Three of Wands, this is kind of like, okay, you're stepping out. You're going to go see what's out there. You're going to grab a hold of something. So I'm wondering if you're like not doing something that maybe that you haven't done yet. You haven't like something you haven't experienced maybe in a long time. And maybe you're going to be doing that now. Because it's like, feels like an accomplishment. Like you are going to be accomplished for whatever this is. Like whatever it is that you're reaching out and grabbing. Like whatever you're going to be getting involved in with this. But maybe that's why you want it to slow down, because you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe you're not sure exactly how you're going to feel about it when you start doing it. You're kind of just like, hey, can we? So, all right, let's see. Now we got the Knight of Cups. And this Knight of Cups, if this was a person, this is somebody who, they're, well, it is like knight in shining armor kind of thing. Very passionate, very romantic. Wants to offer you some kind of maybe relationship, friendship, something in that realm. But if it's feelings, and if it's your feelings, it's coming up where you don't want that. So maybe, because it's coming up in the what to avoid area, and I think it's not now. If it, like I said, if it's a person, I don't know if they're telling you to avoid this person, but I don't think so. But maybe it's a relationship that you didn't really want to get into yet right now. Maybe because maybe that's what's going too fast, and you needed to, you need that time out. So, yeah. So maybe you're just not into it right now. You're not that into them. Yeah. But yeah, again, it could just be a matter of, you don't want to put out those feelings right now for whatever reason. I don't know. Again, could be friend, could be romantic partner. It's just something that you have to avoid. And I'm wondering that too makes sense. Because if you have this Queen of Swords energy, where, she's there, she's realistic, she's practical, she's protective. Whereas the Knight of Cups is not. So I think if they're telling, it's coming up, the Spirit's telling you, like, okay, you want to not go into that right now. It might just be something, and it's only for the now. It's not like, but maybe there's a reason, for some reason, that you want to be more of this energy than that energy for right now. For whatever the situation is in this month, you just feel like you need to have maybe more of a, I don't want to say guard up, but maybe a little more protective about your feelings, about somebody else's feelings. Interesting. But what they say to embrace is this Five of Swords. Now we're going to clarify and get some more information on it, but specifically this is almost a win at all cost situation. Like, you're gonna go and do something, and you're gonna handle it, and you're gonna make sure you come out ahead of it. But can also be a don't grab onto something too big. So it could definitely go either way. So hopefully when we clarify, we'll find out. And everybody's situation is going to be different. But it's like, are you going into a situation where, okay, you have to protect your feelings. You don't want to open up too much. You want to be guarded. I feel like you want to be guarded. And you want to not grab onto something too big, or you want to win at all costs. So I guess it really would depend on what the situation is and who you're around and what's going on. Now, the world is about completion. This is about coming full circle and being successful in what you're doing. And like feeling like you've actually had accomplishments. And, where you're like, yeah, you're complete. And it could also dictate travel too. Being in the world. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're, traveling to Timbuktu, but it just could be, maybe if you're traveling, and maybe you're going to find support where you're traveling or to who you're traveling to. And, but otherwise it's, it's a completion, because maybe it's something that you haven't done in a long time. That's this. And then, so now you're feeling accomplished and complete. And then we got the Hermit. Now, as far as advice goes, the Hermit is, he's all in his own head. He's kind of like just thinking about things. He's got introspection and being alone sometimes, and going in and using his inner guidance for situations. So maybe for whatever this situation is, the advice of it is, go in your head, use your inner guidance. Don't do anything too erratic. Don't do anything that's going to be like, make any, quick moves. Just, just to keep things going calmly. Just go inside and make sure you're, making good decisions, I guess. Yeah, we can go with that. All right. Let's see what we can find out. All right, King of Cups. What do we have for King of Cups for Taurus? Nope, got the Three of Staffs again. All right, so I feel like, yeah, you are definitely trying to something different, something new. You know, you're branching out and, you know, just kind of like getting out of your own little, like your own little area, your own little, yeah, just doing something and moving on and seeing what else is out there. All right, we got Justice and the Emperor. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, Justice, the Emperor is all about authority and you having authority. And I feel like whatever the situation is, and that's the theme of this month, basically, is being in your own authority and having justice, or having things go right, or things be right, in whatever the situation that it might be. And he makes hard decisions and stuff too, so it could be that energy of just, you know, hard decisions and being the authority of a situation. He's also a father figure, but that doesn't have to be. All right. And then we got the Two of Swords. So I feel like there's going to be definite decisions going on. And she's all about, you know, not trying to use emotions. Does that make sense too? Not really trying to use emotions in this situation. Just like, you know, kind of like, give me the facts, nothing but the facts. And not trying to, you know, be vulnerable. But needing to make difficult decisions based on just logic and, you know, and the facts that are, you know, available, without getting into any kind of mushy-gushy emotional stuff. All right, what about this Eight of Wands? The Page of Coins. All right, so if this was about not wanting to move too fast because, like, the speed of it was going to be an obstacle to you, but now you have this Page of Coins coming up, and I feel like this is about it's like setting goals. You're trying to, all right, that makes sense. All right, yeah. So if you didn't want things to go too fast, but you want to set goals, you want to lay foundations, you want to make plans at your own speed, or to make things go your own speed with these plans. Okay, that makes sense to me. All right, now what about the Three of Wands? And the Page of Cups. Interesting. Because this could be a new romantic potential, something coming in a romance situation, or it could be just like, you know, friends and family, you know, just feeling emotional towards that, having a lot more feelings about it. Could be happy messages. It could be messages about whatever this Three of Wands represents to you. Like, you might be getting messages about whatever it is that you're going to be doing that you didn't want to do too fast, and you're making plans for it. And you might be receiving, you know, these good messages about how it's going to turn out. But again, could be a relationship coming out to you. All right, well, what about this Knight of Cups? What do we to find out about the Knight of Cups? Okay. Yeah, the Chariot. All right. Well, Chariot he's like always trying to keep himself in control. You know, he has willpower, he has success, and he's just trying to make sure that he is able to perform the actions that he needs to do, you know, being determined to get things done the way that he needs to. So I'm thinking, whatever situation this is, on top of, like, again, if this is a person you need to avoid, a situation you need to avoid, I feel like this is saying you can do that because you have the ability to, be how you need to be, where you need to be, and not have to worry about, having your little horses guy go off track. I think you can keep yourself, where you need to be for that situation. All right, what about this Five of Swords? Let me find out about this Five of Swords. Okay. Six of Staffs. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. That's like a victory. That's acknowledgement, recognition, but also you won. So I'm thinking if it comes up here with this card of possibly not taking on something that's too big or win at all costs, I feel like it's saying you're going to handle the situation or whatever it is. Really, it doesn't have to be a serious thing. It doesn't have to be anything, but you're going to handle it. You're going to handle it, and if it was a, win at all costs, you will. And if it's even a matter of, not taking on something that's too big, well, you're going to handle that too. You're just going to make the right decision so that doesn't happen. All right, what about the world? What can you tell me about the world? The Knight of Coins. All right. Huh. All right, yeah. Now again, if this is a person, this is you, maybe. This is about, being steady and grounded and moving at your own pace to get somewhere or do something that you want or need to do. If it's just an energy, it's just a matter of, again, it's moving at your own pace. Because the Knight of Coins or it's Pentacles, but they're very, if you ever seen the horse, he's very sturdy. They're like they're the sturdiest horse in the whole deck. All the other ones have like these, their feet are in the air, they're running, they're moving. And the horse that's in the Knight of Coins is like they're not moving. They're very, very sturdy. You're not moving them, but they're stable and they're grounded. And you can actually see how practical they are. And so again, this person could be practical, this, could be that, could be you. Or it's just a matter of whatever this completion is to you. It's just going to, slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. All right, that makes sense. What about this Hermit? What can you tell me about the Hermit? The Eight of Coins. Well, that looks like maybe during your introspection or your inner thinking, it might be something that's maybe you have like hard work on your mind, maybe you have work on your mind. And it's meticulous, could be very redundant, whatever it is that you're thinking about. So if all this is actually job related, you actually might be thinking, when you're thinking about work, and maybe you are thinking about how, it's redundant, it's meticulous, but it pays the bills, it does what it does. And if it's in another kind of situation, it could just be, just keep plowing ahead, whatever the situation might be. Just do what you do how you do it, and just, keep going. Don't rock the boat, keep things the way they are, and then, it'll turn out good. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. Oops. All right, Taurus, let's see if I can pull one of these cards. Now, I always keep saying I'm going to come back in the middle of the month, and I keep meaning to, but then I don't. School ended so late this year. I mean, I'm in the Northeast. It's like, get out to the 25th of June. I guess we had a lot of snow days or something. I'm like, I don't remember ever going that late. But anyhow. Protection. All right, well, I could kind of got an idea what protection means, especially in this situation, because here I felt like you were trying to protect your feelings. You're trying not to let yourself get hurt. You're trying not to you don't want to hurt anybody else. Let's just see. Sometimes the book says stuff. Well, it always says stuff, but let's see if I can find it. Intuition, faith. Yeah, what color is that? Do you think that's black? Okay. I don't know. This happens sometimes. I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of got a gist of what it means, but I want to read the book, and it takes forever to get them. Oh, here it is. The essence of this card is about feeling personally safe and protected as you navigate through life. It asks you to find the delicate balance of pushing yourself through fearful, anxious situations while also finding security. This card talks how... I should get my glasses. This card asks how you can feel protected during these scary situations. Does it mean reaching out to others or just making sure that you are grounded in the present? How can you move forward while feeling safe? Okay. I get it. Because, I really feel like you were trying to protect you're trying to protect your feelings, somebody else's feelings. All right. Okay, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back to see me again. And again, I said I was going to try to do something in mid-month. If not, I will definitely see you for August. All right, take care now.